Welcome to Recapper. Let's discuss the second episode of Beef. After the incident with Danny, Amy is understandably upset and looks up his license plate to find him online. She calls him and angrily confronts him, but he hangs up on her when Danny returns home. He tells Paul about Amy and realizes she is leaving negative Yelp reviews for his contractor business. Amy suggests they pay to obtain Danny's address and confront him. They go to Danny's rundown address, where they learn about the illegal activities that caused the hotel to shut down. Meanwhile, Danny tells Isaac about Amy's actions, and Isaac suggests he start a new business using his name. However, Danny decides to start a new contracting business with Paul and suggests they look into opportunities in Orange County, where his ex-girlfriend lives. Amy befriends Naomi, Jordan's sister-in-law, and they attend an art gallery event with George. Later, Amy receives a threatening voicemail from Danny, and she creates a fake Instagram account to catfish him out of spite. However, when she receives a message back from Danny's account, it's actually from Paul, who sends her a shirtless photo of himself. Danny and Paul pitch their new business to Veronica, who is married to Edwin and expecting a child. Later, Danny becomes frustrated when he feels like he's doing all the work on a job. Paul shows him the person he's been talking to on Instagram, but Danny thinks it's just a bot. At the art gallery, Jordan tries to buy a chair made by George's father, but George turns her down. This upsets Amy, and they get into a fight. She feels like she sacrifices so much for their family, and George can't even give up a chair. During the argument, she tells George that she uses the gun from the safe to masturbate because he's not adventurous enough in bed. Danny and Paul go to a club, and Paul invites Kayla, who is actually Amy. When Amy leaves the gallery alone, she calls Danny and leaves a threatening voicemail. At the club, Danny sees Amy in the crowd, but he leaves with Paul and two women. When they get to his car, they find it covered in spray paint with insults directed at Danny. It turns out that Amy did it. Danny and Paul get into a fight, while Amy goes home and talks to George about their marriage problems. George suggests they see a counselor, and Amy agrees. The episode ends with Danny driving over to Amy's house, leaving viewers to wonder what he will do next. That was the recap of the second episode of Beef. Thank you.